Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix Generals at 0 hour to make the best game ever. Good, in the previous session we figured that there is an error in the camera area offset calculation. So how do we deal with this? So the problem is that the Z of the ray end is the same as a ray start. Okay, find exit with Z. Yeah, so how do I do this? What we could do is ray start, ray end, get pick ray. So we could say if ray start dot z is just looking down. Do we actually need this boolean here? Pick at the center. Pick ray. How about we say bool is looking down. If ray start is larger it's looking down. Can say if ray looking down is if ray starts is larger equal ray end dot z, right? And then here we say let's say if ray dot z is larger equal else then we say if ray z minus that is smaller than 1.0f, then we do this equals +1, else we say the inverse of that. Does that make sense? Looking up. We probably don't want to. Probably don't want to modify erase start. Let's do variant is erase start minus. Never look at the horizon. Never look straight at the horizon. Okay, let's put a breakpoint in here and here. Looking down. Then I think we can also remove this here. Consts. Okay. Okay, let's give that a spin. Yes. Okay. So, I'm not sure if that's the right approach to just artificially change the view direction. I meant to start a mission. Okay. There we go. So now this one matches this one, and so now at the ray end we change to ray start -1. Okay, so this means we now should get an X, which is very far out. Very far out. Oh boy, okay, but that's fine. It's looking down, true, okay. Height, okay. Pick ray, okay. Then we have bottom X, bottom Y, okay, these are pretty big numbers. Yeah, center. Well, that would be, that's a pretty intense offset. Yeah, very intense offsets. Okay. I mean, this offset is larger than the map, right? Let's see. So that doesn't make much sense. Low X. Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. So now this one is a huge number. Yeah, it's bogus. That's a bogus offset. Okay, so we avoid the infinite shit, but still we get a pretty shitty offset. Yeah. How do we deal with this? Yeah, it's not great. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure. We want to. I mean, it's just an insane offset. So it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it really doesn't. We could clamp it here. Yeah. Could say plus epsilon. Can we maybe just say how about we say if FRPS this minus this is smaller than yeah, some epsilon. I think 1 is fine. Then we simply say return so like 1 plus 6f. So it's a pretty big number. And then here we say offset equals map region so this this minus this. Let's say stdmin. This, so we clamp it now. Let's put a breakpoint here. So if we have like a really tiny very tiny angle, then we get a huge number. Okay, there we go. So we return 1 million offsets, and now we clamp it to this minus this divided by 2. So it will be 1750. Yeah. And here's the same. So again, the same. Okay. And now low x will be that, and high x will be the same. Yeah. Okay. So we no longer will have an infinite. Oh, what is this? That looks bad. Okay, at least the camera is not broken anymore. So that's good. Okay, so it's a start. Let me look at the scene once more. Remove this breakpoint, restart. Whoa. Was this correct? Was this correct or not? Let me check that in the original game. That looked weird. Load game. Maybe it was correct. Okay, it is different. It is different. Very different. Huh. My suspicion is that it will clip the camera and so it will move it. Yeah. Yeah. Let me put a breakpoint here. Here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So the reason is that we clip it. Why do we clip it then? You're not supposed to clip. So either we need to prevent this flag from being set to true when we are in the scripted camera, or update camera area constraints, or it should not even call this. I see. So what we could say, if we do scripted movement, then we don't call this. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we could say here, if not that scripted movement, only then we update the constraints. So we can probably move down here. It's a bit silly to have such. Why does the offset need to be this large? Okay, let's think about this. We need to. I'm not a fan of these insane offsets. It doesn't make sense. But that's just what happens when we look at infinity. For some reason. Camera area offset. Looking down. Looking at the horizon. Well, produce. Looking at the horizon. Get infinite numbers. I don't like this here. How can we write this? I don't even know what the expectation is. Like, if we look at the horizon, what should be the offset then? I don't know. Yeah, this is a bit where the mass falls apart. It's not great. Mm-hmm. the horizon. I don't know what the best course of action is here. I guess it's probably good enough for now. Yeah. Okay. So if we don't do scripted movement, then let's put a breakpoint here. Yeah. Okay. So we don't apply camera area constraints when we do scripted movement. I think that's fair, right? We don't want to push the camera anywhere. It can just freely move wherever it wants to. Yeah. I think that's fair. Okay. Then let's load a solo. Nope. Load. Okay, and this one is hitting right now. Still hitting. Okay, now it's not hitting. So it should only be hitting after the cutscene is done. Yeah. Okay. It's looking good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, but that's weird. It didn't hit this now. Why not? Ah, so we haven't moved the camera yet. That's why it's still in scripted movement. So let's move the camera. And now we are no longer in scripted movement. Okay. Now we go in here. They are not valid. So we calc the constraints. Yeah. And the offset will be, okay, 145. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oof. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nice hit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's attacking. Can we shoot the boat here? We can. Fantastic. Let's kill the car here. Oh, the car's protected by houses. Oh, we're getting rushed here. Let's do a laser lock. I'm curious why this Marauder tank is not crushing the infantry. Huh. Interesting. Oh, we're getting rushed here. Let's kill this house here. It looks like this house is invincible here. Oh, that's tough. Okay, what can the aircraft carrier attack now? Can we force fire? Let's force fire this house. Oh, they're all starting. Look at that. Nice. Very nice. Oof. Interesting that we cannot select those planes, but we can only control the aircraft carrier. Raptor attack from aircraft carrier. It's interesting. And it's also weird if we click on here, we can't force fire the building, but if we use this attack, then we can. Why is that? That's also weird. Okay, but it's not our concern right now. Oof. Oof. Tough. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay, let's see if we can win here with this force. Oof. I think we also need some snipers in the Humvee. Okay, let's see what we can do here with these forces. Oof. Oof. Well, that is tough. I'm killing my Humvees here. Well, that didn't survive for long. Well, that sucks. Okay, let's see how far we can get here with these Humvees. Let's collect the money. 2 Humvees. Let's see. I think we need better drones. Hopefully there are no mines. Not much here. There's a tunnel. We can attack that. Okay, so far so good. I think we can take our forces here and go over here. Professional rush here. Okay, so far so good. Cleaning up the GLA forces. Rocket soldiers shooting onto the terrain here. Quick, move into the bunker. Oh, we also have... oh shit, they killed my troops. Wow, look at the trucks entering the hangar. Very professional. Dozer has arrived at the docks. I think what we can do is put more of these soldiers into the house. Let's build a fortress here in the city. How about that? Yeah, let's Let's go in there. I think we have 2 Humvees, should be powerful enough. Easy bash. I think we can also shoot our artillery here. Yeah. He wants to rebuild. One more shot. Yeah. Still alive. Wow. A bit scared of... let's get some spy drones here. So, very dubious terrain here. Nice base. And we win, look at that. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. So professional. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. What happens if I kill the button? I lost it. Well, that was a fast mission fail. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. So the fix works. Yeah. Yeah. No, it is a bit. It is a bit strange. So it means that after a cutscene, when the camera spawns at a location, it won't update the camera area constraints until we start moving the camera ourselves. Is that okay or not? I'm not sure. It would mean that the scripted camera can move the camera to some location, and it would just sit there, and it won't be clipped into the border. Only when we start moving. Is that okay? I mean, it doesn't sound like a big issue, but it could look bad on a poorly configured map. Yeah. Yeah. Scripted movement. Scripted movement. probably okay. Reset pivot to ground. Now, who else is calling this function? Do user action. Set user control. Okay. Who's calling this one? Look at. Okay. I actually wonder if we should put this somewhere else here. It feels wrong to do this at look at. Yeah. Who's calling look at? Motion blur jump. Yeah, where's the radar look at? Let's put a breakpoint here. Okay, so who's calling this? User look at. User look at. Here. User look at. If there's someone in the group, center the camera on them. User look at. Someone in group. camera unit. I'm not sure whether we should leave it there or not. Shouldn't we jump to this location when we double click, double press? Yeah. Okay, it's not doing that. Okay, why not? Let's put a breakpoint here. Okay, it's not doing that. Double click. Select next unit. Does that work? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. User look at center on the unit. So someone in the group, center on the camera on them. Double tap. Let's put a breakpoint here. Yeah. Oh, this is also logic time. That's why. That's why it doesn't work. Let's reduce the frame rates to 30. Then it should work. Yeah. Okay. So I think it makes sense. Like we double press and there's no zooming or anything. Whereas with the original, there would be zooming. By the way, why is this? Those are darker. Probably because it's turned a little bit. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's better because this zoom, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, okay, so I think in general it makes sense that a user or any look at means we immediately have the right zoom. Yeah. I think it makes sense, yeah. So I would say reset the pivot to the ground straight away. This avoids let me create a bug report. Double tap unit centering is frame based. Bug. This needs to be changed to time based. Double tap. Okay, bug minor inputs. Bad. Okay, then yeah, reset pivot to ground. Pivot to ground. I would say we keep this here as well, just in case someone removes this again. Let's put this here back. Although camera. It is redundant because this one already does it. We can do debug assert crash. Camera recook. Must be true now. This is when clicking on the radar or jumping to units. Okay. Control Shift Alt T. How does that look? Yeah. Let's get some fast plane. Okay. Let's see that. Okay. Oh. Okay. What happens when we fly to the edge of the screen? Or edge of the map, I mean. Ah. Okay. Okay. That looked weird. Yeah, that looks weird. Huh. It does this huge jump suddenly. Okay, well, overall it works. Maybe it can be polished a bit more. Like, for example, should the unit be followed like that, that the unit is always correctly in the center? Because it looks weird that it seems that the terrain elevation still affects the distance of the camera, right? Whereas maybe... I mean, I guess it's correct, yeah. Because when we want to stop following the unit, then it should already be in the correct position afterwards, yeah. Okay, I'm a bit worried about this weird movement here when we fly over cliffs. That's weird. I don't like that. Can we improve that? It looks really really unholy. Yeah. Why does this happen? Yeah, it looks really bad. Yeah. But when we do scrolling, then it's fine. Why does this look so weird when we do... Through what code does it go when we do following? Let's go to update function. Let's put a... Let's put a breakpoint here. Oh. Oh. We edited this file, okay. Need to compile again. Okay, anyway, I think we can take this one. Let me say let's say tweak. Let's say tweak. It's not a bug fix. Tweak view. Reset camera pivots. On all calls to this. Okay, we have that, and then we also have, so this one we can reset, and then this one we can reset. Then fix invalid, fix fix malformed camera area constraints during cutscenes. Okay, and then, by the way, before we continue there, let's see what we have new here. Implement file content validation for map transfers. Okay, I think we can merge this one, right? This one is in core, right? Okay. Not safe to merge between code and PR description is resolved. Right. So map is 5 megabytes, ini is 2 megabytes, str is 512 kilobytes, txt is 1 megabyte, and TGA 2 megabytes, and there's 128. Okay. Okay. So we can merge this. Fix. The title is still bad. It's to connection. Fix connection. Okay. Connection. Well, should we maybe call it transfer, fixed transfer? I don't know what to call it. Connection. Okay. Too much commenting. Remove comments. It is too much. It is too verbose. Compiler. Sorry. Good. So I wanted to debug, right? Then let's launch it again. I do not need to comment every single code line you touch. Just a comment if it is useful for the next reader. Okay, so now we don't have place for airfields. Okay. So it's a bit fast, isn't it? Ugh. Okay, so here we can reproduce the issue. Yeah, let's put a breakpoint here. Huh, why is this not hitting? Huh? Step update should be hitting. Different. Okay, something is wrong here with my builds. Why? Why does it need to build again? I don't understand. That's weird. Okay. We have okay. Okay. Okay, this already looks much better. Yeah. Isn't there a win.h? I thought there was like a win.h or something. Yeah, here. There we go. Include win.h instead. This is not stability, this is compile bug fix. The pull title could need some polishing. Okay, let's try this again. So, skirmish. Can we put a breakpoint now? 3D view. Updates. Yep. Now it works. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this looks very, very bad. Let's put a breakpoint here, finally. So, camera lock, invalid ID. Follow factor -1, so it's not that. Okay, who's doing the following? Which code is responsible for following? That's a good question. Yeah, who's doing the follow units? Follow units. We have a two-stop camera follow unit. Camera lock. Is it that? Probably not. This. Camera lock. Does call it. Set camera lock. No, it's not that. Huh. Who's responsible for following units? If not that. What is this? Set camera lock. Maybe that's. Let's put a breakpoint here on these two. Could be that. How do we deselect it? We can't deselect it. Okay, it's not that either. What the hell is that? Who is responsible for this following? What is this? Let me go to game message. There should be something about follow units, right? Follow. Meta follow? No. Here, tracking drawable, this one. So, what is this one doing? Set camera tracking drawable, true. Look, it does look at. What? Nah. Yeah, that's just jumping wrong here. It doesn't want to go to this function, okay. Camera tracking drawable, okay. What is this doing? Aha, here. Aha, get first selected drawable. User look at. Oof, okay. Okay. Which makes me wonder, why do we have all this other camera tracking codes if we have this shit here? Okay. Maybe that explains why. Why it looks so bad. It looks really bad. I wonder if that's because of the reset to pivots. Reset pivot to grounds. Possibly. Yeah. User look at. Yeah. Yeah, it looks very bad. Can we do a save here? DEFCON 6 track plane. So user look at. Shit. User look at. Well, Yeah, so I would say, let me put a bookmark here. So we go to look at, let's remove this and put this. Let's test how it looks if we do that. Look at. Okay. Still bad. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Does it go through this code? It does. Okay, so maybe there's something wrong with this code here. Okay. Intersection. If Z is larger than pass find cell size plus get ground height. Cell size plus what? Pos Z is not used. So if we want to look at something off the ground, we have to look at the spot on the ground such that the object intersects with the look at vector in the center of the screen. Huh? What? That is not used. So if we want to look at something off the ground, we have to look at the spot on the ground such that the object intersects with a look at vector. Okay. Okay. Does it really need to be that complicated? Let's take a look how it looks if we let's remove it. Let's test it without this shit. Yeah. And let's put this back here. So now it's basically tracking the shadow of that thing, right? The shadow is now in the center of the screen. Aha. I see. I mean, it looks funny. Okay, but that is clear now that this code is responsible. Yeah. Well, yeah, we can totally work with a shadow. No, looks fine, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, it looks smooth now, but the plane is, yeah, a little bit. A little bit too high. Yeah. Okay, so I certainly understand the motivation here. If we want to look at something off the ground, we have to look at the spot on the ground such that the object intersects with the look-at vector. Yeah. Adjust length to reach the far clip plane. Yeah. If we want to look at something off the ground, we have to look at the spot on the ground. Okay. I see. This will also only work if we are looking down, right? If we look to the horizon, this will break again, of course. Yeah. Get depths. Big deer. Big deer. Viewpoints. Set position. I suspect that this also means that if we track a helicopter and the helicopter is dropping something off, that there will be some discrepancy in the movement tracking, I expect. So we have this ranger. Yeah. So let's fly here. Oh well, right now we don't have the code enabled. Yeah. Let's put the code back in here. Let's test it with the helicopter. So. Okay, I don't know why I just built that. Let's get on me. So, Control T, okay. So basically, the position now is here behind this Chinook. Ah, shit. Okay, let's see. See. Yeah, okay, so that looks weird. Yeah, it looks weird. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, it looks weird. Let's see. The question is, how should this behave then? Instead, let's see what happens if we oof. That looks awful. That looks really awful. Okay. Yeah, the question is, how could we improve this? Yeah. It's a bit awful. Yeah. We need to Well, we could. Yeah, there's probably a better way to do this. Yeah, we need to think about this. But yeah, the current this is awful. Maybe there's a better way. Yeah. I use the performance tick because I noticed a tiny but negligible improvement with the refactor. Okay, I think this one we can merge. Proof search logic. I mean, it's not really an improvement. I wouldn't call this an improvement here. And it's search logic. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay. Good. I will take a break here. Then next session, let's think about how we can improve this. Right now, I have no idea. I understand how it works, but I don't have a better idea. So there's that. Because then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.